Well, take my hand, precious Lord, lead me on. Well, hello, hello. Long time. A while since we have been on here. It's been hot summer. I'm supposed to be semi-retired, not retired, but supposed to be slowing down, but it seems like the last month or so has just been high gear, wide open. Now, let me first say to you, I said today on Facebook that tonight, after about a month of being off and gone, that Linda and I would be here. Well, I told you wrong. She won't do nothing I tell her anymore. I don't know what's happened. After 52 years, I don't care what I tell her, she don't pay no attention. And so I walked in there about 10 minutes ago, and she was stretched out on the couch. Anyhow, I'm here. Maybe next week she's been running all day. She had a point. We had a great weekend down in Columbus, Georgia. We went down to Kirkland Baptist Church. And I don't know how many years. I just said Linda and I have been married 52 years, and we was there right after we married. But I think I went there with Mom and Dad, which has been 53 or 54 years ago. I know we've been going to that church a long, 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 long time, and they're like family. We had a great time down there Sunday morning. Good service, good crowd, very responsive. And then on the way down, my friend James Richter had called me. I didn't know they had a night service at his church. He's close by there. And he said, "Where are you going to be tonight?" I said, "In my recliner." I said, "We're going to go home right after service." He said, "Well, won't y'all stop by? And we ain't seen you in a long time." And so we stayed over, went to dinner, and rested the afternoon with them, and had a good service Sunday night. Just a real good night. And then Linda had, she had some a doctor's appointment for some kind of follow-up or something yesterday, and then she had an annual thing that she has to check on every now and then. So she's gone yesterday, and she went to Lowe's and this and that other. She came in late this evening when she got in. So anyway, I'm glad I'm here. I've been wanting to pick for you guys for a while, and last Tuesday I was just too beat. I mean, it's been crazy around here, but I bought this Gretsch 6120, 2000, and I think it's 2005. Yeah, 2005 model. Doyle Dykes signed it in 97, so it's a 95 model. Not 2000, 1995. I'll get it right in a minute. But anyway, I thought I'd get it off the wall and play it for you a little bit. Here's a little bit of a country style tune. I'm sure you'll recognize this one. I saw the light. Oh, praise the Lord, I saw the light. Well, I said been busy. We was in North Carolina week before last. Yes, some of you have asked, I did buy another bus. And I said to a lot of people, I made the statement, I will never have another bus. I'm too old. Health issues, it's hard to do the things that you need to do to keep a bus running, check everything. And it's a lot of expense and fuel. This, and I said, we had the little motorhome. And my grandson sent me a picture a couple months ago with a picture of a bus. He said, hey, Poppy, why don't you buy this and we'll make it a project? And I told him, I said, I don't need a project, especially at my age. I'm thinking, I've said I'll never have another bus. But Lynn and I got to talking. We was talking about the motorhome, and we had done a few dates in the motorhome, and it was we was over last month. A month before last. That was in June. Was in Tennessee for 2 or 3 dates, and it just kind of crowded. And the bed was in. Just little things that we weren't complaining. We were thankful for the motorhome, but thinking about it'd be nice to have a little more room again. And so Linda said to me, she said, well, why don't you call this guy on this bus that you're looking at? She said, you don't have to be in a hurry. You don't have to just jump in there and try to get it done. And it'll get you out of that recliner, get you away from Fox News a little bit, and get you back active out here. And so we had looked at a couple other buses, but I found MCI, like I similar had 4, but it's a newer one, and way up in Wisconsin. And there was a company up there that fell to COVID. No business. They had 22 or 23 coaches in their fleet, and they had only put about 6 of them back in service because COVID was still rampant in that area. And this bus had been set, and they just cranked it up and drove it every now and then. But it wasn't licensed or tagged or insured to put in their fleet. And he was trying to reduce the fleet. I think they might have been having some financial circumstances because of COVID. But he told me he had 149,000 miles on a 60 series engine, which is a 1,000,000-mile engine. Only had 87,000 miles on a transmission, which is 500 to 1,000,000 miles. And January, before COVID, they had put new brakes on the front, new brakes on the back, and about 3 months before that, new brakes on the tag axle. So brakes and engine and transmission, everything. And I'm just going to tell you, folks, it was almost a give to me. It was a cash deal, and if it was cheap enough for me to buy it cash, I'm going to tell you it was a cheap deal. I would not tell anybody what that bus cost. It was so expensive. I said, I can't turn that down. So I did, and of course I took it to North Carolina for about 10 days, and me and grandson Drew framed in all the walls, framed in the bathroom, the bed, and the bunks, and everything that was going to put in, got all the hard work done. So I just piddle, and so we're going to have it ready to go in a few weeks. In fact, we're going to go to Colorado for a couple of weeks in it, break that thing in right. So somebody said, well, did you tell a lie? Said you'd never have another bus? No. I just changed my mind. And honest. If I don't, if I want to sell it, I can do that or whatever. But I said I was going to travel, and I'm 75. I'm not quite there yet, so who knows? I need it. But play this old hymn book song. It's a mellow sounding great guitar. Yes, I know that I know. I'm glad that I know. This old guitar takes me back to my teens. I told you when I got it. I had a guitar very, very similar to this. It's called a cutaway. It had a cutaway at the top and a cutaway at the bottom, and it was just a little bit thinner, and it had Chet Atkins. But they changed the Chet Atkins model like this so many times, but this is what they call a 6120. It's one of the probably one of the widest, or there's probably more of this guitar, Gretsch guitar, sold than any guitar they've ever built. And I had one when I was dating Linda, and I traded it on a Country Gentleman. But I always wish I had kept that guitar, and I was able to get this one when I was in high school. There's a guy named Carl Creekmore. I mentioned this one time before. Lived in Forest Park where we lived, had one like this too. We'd get together and jam, and when we play with their bands, I say, no, I got to play with Mom and Dad. So. But the song played, I played a million times. Let's play it on this guitar. This kind of made, I learned to play this song on guitar just like this. Lord, how many years have I played that? How old am I now? Well, this time next month, I will already be 74 years old. I can't believe it. It's hard to believe that time has gone by so fast. I don't know where it's went. It's been just like a, Paul said life is like a vapor, like a kind of like a puff of smoke. It comes so fast and goes so fast. I was just looking here at Facebook. I don't know if we on live on Facebook or not. Probably not. Probably just on YouTube and my website. But if not, I'll put it up on the, because I just looked on my Facebook page and I don't see us anywhere on here. So I guess I'll have to be calling my internet streaming guru, because we're streaming somewhere. Well, it's 8:20. I'm not going to go long tonight. We've did services in June, like I said. It's at a conference in Knoxville, Tennessee. We was in Lexington, North Carolina 2 weeks ago on Sunday morning. And then we worked on the bus. Well, we worked on the bus about 3 or 4 days before that. And then that next week after that. And our precious friend Sharon Tharp crossed over into glory. And she'd been dealing with cancer for about 4 months. And she left us and went to be with the Lord. And so we done everything. We wrapped everything up and checked out of the campground that we were in close to Donald's 2 days early. Thank the Lord, because of a death, they sent a 2-day refund check, came in the mail today. And anyway, we came home for Sharon's funeral on Saturday, about 2 weeks ago, and we were supposed to be in North Carolina that Sunday, and we never cancel dates unless it's hospital or, but we did for that for Sharon. And so this past week in Columbus, and next week we were supposed to be at a senior gathering in north of Atlanta somewhere out there. Linda's cousin promotes that and books that for their senior citizen, their church, their group, and she's having back surgery, so she asked if we would postpone it and come to them at a later date, so we gave her an October date. So anyhow, we're not doing anything the rest of this month. Hot July, it's 83 degrees today here, and I just can't cut the heat. So we're not doing anything the rest of this month. We're going to travel any. I'm going to work on that bus as I can inside. Air conditioner blows cold on it, and good and cool to work in there. So we're going to try to finish some things. And then the Labor Day weekend, I don't know what we're going to do Labor Day, but it won't be traveling unless it's to the beach or something. I don't know. But then the second Sunday, we're going to be in Lithia Springs at I know the name of that church as good as I know my own name. I've been there a jillion times over the years. But we're going to be, anyway, we're going to be a homecoming service on the second Sunday, and then we leave like that next Tuesday for Colorado Springs and have other dates pending and things going on by the end. So it's going to be a busy time. So next couple of weeks, I'll get Linda here to sing some for you, and we'll be back on and do some stuff. Back on Father's Day, we're in Cosby, Tennessee with Brother Donnie Hartzog. We've been with Donnie for probably 15, 20 years on Father's Day. On Monday and Tuesday, we were in a conference and with Barnabas Ministries International on Monday and Tuesday. And they called me about 3 or 4 days before and asked if Linda and I would sing a couple songs in the Monday night service. I said, yeah, I'd love to. And so we went in there and to sing 2 songs. And I thought, we're going to sing one song, and I'm going to play an instrumental because this song had just been on my mind days and days and days. I guess it was 1972 or 73, maybe 74, I don't know, somewhere along there. Andre Crouch wrote this song. And I thought about all that we've been through. I was talking about through Linda and I being married. We just celebrated 52 years back in June. We've had health issues. We've had everything. And the condition that the world is in today with the politics and the economy, there's just so much that's wrong about what's going on today, but God is still right. And this song just rambled through my mind constantly. It says, through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to lean on God's word. That might be the words and it might not, but I pray that this song will minister to your spirit today as I finish up and play this for you. Through it all, I learned to trust in Jesus. Well, thank you for watching wherever you're watching from. Like I say, it probably didn't hit Facebook because I've been on in over a month, and it probably the thing lost. But who knows about Facebook anyway? But I know it's going out to my stream at whiteharvest.org and probably YouTube maybe. If it's not, I'll get it up there. But God bless you, and thank you so much for stopping by tonight, and hope you enjoyed a song or two. God bless you. Hope to see you soon.